So here we are in the accessories department, and I have to tell you a little story about Liberties that you can come around this regular there because then you can. So when I was like 18, I got obsessed with coloured tights. Like, there were really pattern tights in the 80s. Liberties was a place to come, so I came along and I must have bought hundreds of pairs of pattern tights, obsessed, and I got it on a credit card, you know, an in-store credit card, and I must have spent £600 on tights. Insane. I was probably earning 16 grand a year, but I love them. So I got this bill and I couldn't pay it, and then you had like 28% interest. Anyway, I remember 3 years later, it was £3,000. It took me 5 years to pay off that debt, and it made me think, I can't go to Liberty again. And then when I was much, much older and earning a proper salary, I thought, let me go and have a look. And whenever I don't know quite what I'm looking for, I come here because as a store it inspires me. It's like I know what will be in Selfridges, I know what will be in Harvey Nichols, I know how they buy. But when I come in here, I find the unexpected. So I think it's far more for an eclectic person than a Selfridges, which has mainstream everything, and you'd get the latest Gucci, and Harvey Nichols, which is a bit more refined and quieter but chic. So I'm in the handbag department, we might as well start here. And you've got a mixture of brands. So Stella, I'm not that interested in Stella right now because I feel the same bag has been done a long time and it doesn't inspire me. One company which is really interesting, Mulberry, which is a really British company, when it first started, the bags were not the prices they are now, and I found a bag here and I was like, I've been looking forever for a designer black bag. So I have a ton of Zara bags and then I have a ton of expensive bags, but I was looking for a black designer bag, and I had my eye on the little mini Saint Laurent one, but it's really expensive, and then I felt everybody's got it. You know, if they get a designer bag, that's a bag a lot of people get. Then Givenchy were doing something, and then I just saw this just now. It's the kind of bag which you want to put in it your stack, your phone, and one or two other things, but it feels like a mini handbag, you know, mini holding handbag. So this is just edible. It's edible, and it's not so brashy. I find Mulberry as a label is not a brashy, shouting out glamour glitz label. It's an English label, British label, and it's, you know, it's that certain leather which is Mulberry. Anyway, I think it's really cute. I adore it and I want it, but right now just got to put it away because I can't afford it. But focusing on British brands, and I think it's good to focus on British brands because I'm British. Another one is Shrimp. And Shrimps is like the cool go-to. She was the lady who invented the art of sophisticated chic faux fur. That was all Shrimp. And then everyone, designers in High Street, tried to emulate her, but never as well as she does herself. And she does the most sweet, adorable handbags. And I first saw these about, maybe she's done them a year and a half, but they are that classic inspiration of that 1950s fabrication, but they're very, very structured. So some of the 50s ones I felt were really floppy, and these are structure, which I kind of love. So that's her classic one. They're not cheap, they're like 400 quid each. This is her newest one, and I love this bag. I mean, I'd prefer if I wanted a very special bag and I had a really boring dress and I wanted to up the ante on an outfit, I would buy a wonderful bag as opposed to buy another dress which might not be as good as my dress that I know works for me, but just to up it with some accessories. And that is a piece of jewellery. Same price, probably. Another one over here. I have, over the years, got different bags from Acne, and I love Acne as a label. And I kind of love this bag, but I don't love it. So I'm going to say what I love about it. I love the lip. I just think it's cool, and it's very Balenciaga inspired. They were probably the first people who put photographs on bags, but a few people do it now. I quite like the idea that it is also an over the shoulder like that, but I don't like the small little handle. And that's just me. I'm not, you know, I had a Celine bag like that years ago, but the proportion of that small handle and big bag doesn't work for me as a handbag wearer. But I just think that's a statement. If you love a statement and something different, I think it's great. This bag I love here. These two bags I adore. This is Dries Van Noten, and Dries Van Noten to me is like a classic Liberty designer they would stock, because Dries Van Noten is the king of the kind of beautiful texture and textiles as a designer. You always look at his clothing, we might see some in the next video, and it's all about texture on texture, print on pattern on check. And this bag, I just love the design of that, you know. I love the way it opens, it fits quite a lot. It's got, I'll tell you how much it is, £330, it's a lot for a fabric bag. But in a way, to me, you're paying for the perfection of that design. You're not paying for a really loud label on the front. And as a clutch bag, I think it's seriously beautiful. I'm so tempted by that, I just love it. I really love it. In fact, I'm now thinking that I might just consider giving it to somebody who I'm going on a very expensive holiday with, and I feel they would love that bag. I might do that. It's a lot of money, but let me just think about it. Okay, I'll think about that. Okay, let's move on. Chloe, we're looking over here. Anya, I love Anya, but I feel I've seen that shape a while. In her store, I've seen many other bags I love, but these ones are her classics. Valentino is just not for me because it's too much embellishment, and I actually really dislike this. I'm sorry to say, I just find it too embellished. That's just me, see, this is a weird guy who I have picked up bags in the past and loved him. I don't even know how to pronounce his name properly, but Mansour Gavriel. Excuse me, how do I pronounce it? Is it Mansour Gavriel? Yeah, but his designs are beautiful and unusual, like that. You know, all those leather strips going into that bag. You know, if you want a chic black bag, like beautifully made, which you kind of put over your shoulder, that's an incredibly understated yet cool black bag. I think that is wonderful, and you might do it like that. You might do it like that. You know, it sort of works a few different ways. Whenever I buy a bag, I think, would I do that, or would I do that, or could I do that? And you need to think how big your bag wardrobe is and how many things you need the bag to do. I don't have many black bags, so I need a black bag to kind of do everything. I'm going to see the price for you. No price, which worries me. Hold on. £400. For the construction of how beautifully it's made and the leather, I think it's actually, I'm not going to say a good price, but I think it's an incredibly beautifully designed bag, and if it's within your price bracket, then I would do it. I'm just going to see if those moved. No, they don't. It just stays like that. Like the yellow too. You see, look at that. That is like, could you get... I love the simplicity of his design, actually. Look at that simplicity. And, you know, you want to have that kind of over-your-shoulder, chic, totally understated bag. That is so beautiful. I love that. I really love that. That is, in fact, I think, navy. And not black, slightly navy inside, or maybe it's navy and black. That is, no, I'm surprised, £395. I gotta look at that. Chloe, watch my bag. I'm just gonna look at this bag. It's fab. It's really fab. I love it. But I'm not allowing myself to buy a bag right now. Anyway, that. What else have we got here that's interesting to look at? These are Liberty's own bag with the scarf. Pretty designs, but not my design. This is Liberty as well. Anya. You see that? It's Marc Jacobs, all right. Let me just see the price point. So that's 290. It's interesting, that price point. You know, bags like Michael Kors did really well, inventing the designer bag for between £200 and £400, because I think there's a big jump between Zari bags to really expensive bags. And so I think that's a good mid-price, but I don't know if I think the label is written quite big on it. I love that. But I think I could nearly get that in Zara. Sorry. I said it, okay. Anya here, chic, lovely bags. And these are gorgeous, actually. That's just fab. Really cute, it's like a mini bucket bag. And actually, look, it's got a strap. I actually really quite love this. I haven't seen this yet, Jananya. It is very nice. Hang on a second. Going to be obsessed with bags. Just look at that. Adjustable strap, which is great. There's a practicality, like this can come off. I love that about her bags. That can come off, so you can just have it as a bucket bag. It sits comfortably on the body. And it's navy, which I adore. And her Anya is so discreet. It's a really nice bag. Really nice bag. That's 500, so that's quite a bit more. Quite a bit more. And the blue there is such a beautiful colour. Different kind of fabric too. But you can always find something at Anya that's just like a lovely, delicious thing. Okay, let's move on. Don't know who Simon Miller is or Simone Miller. I don't know if it's a woman who's French or a man who's English. That's a particular look, cool. Probably that's their statement, is those handles. But I need things that feel practical. Now let's look here, another label I love. I love Givenchy, but I just don't know if they have the bags I like. Because I love Givenchy clothing. The lady who designs Givenchy now, Claire, used to design Chloe, and she has designed some incredibly, I have a black and white check coat, which I wear a lot, which is Givenchy. Generally, it's black and white, always. The bags could be designed by somebody different. I don't have a separate handbag designer. But there was one beautiful bag she did, which was a kind of oval shape, but it's not here, so I can't see it. I think that's bags, so we might do scarves for a second. Should we do scarves? We do scarf. I can show you some scarf tying too. Okay, these kind of scarves, great, but I'm not so much a floral scarf wearer. So I'm going to try and look at plainer scarves, but like, that's quite big. I've got to say, there's something amazing about a Missoni scarf, and I had them for years. I haven't had them recently. But they can be quite cool. Let me just show you this kind here. I'd probably wear a scarf like this around my neck. I mean, you could have it hanging. I think the colours are beautiful. The wonderful thing about Missoni is they always, in all their colour choices, if you ever want to know how to wear colour with colour, you just need to look at a Missoni print, because they are so clever about showing colours that go with other colours. So if you think, I have that pair of trousers, look at those colours together, they all work well. You know, any Missoni scarf, let me just get my bag, sorry. Any Missoni scarf you pick up will do that. This is your, you know, all of these. I mean, this is where I should have my colour book, but you know, like if you're thinking I've got a pink suit, then think about wearing nude with it and white and orange. You know, those are lovely together. Have you ever considered orange and turquoise? Beautiful together. You know, purple and red and blush, wonderful. Do you see black is usually always in Missoni with a blush, not always, you know, it's kind of with itself, which I like. And also here, look at that. I mean, just, you know, wearing a mint green with a bit of sort of tealy colours. And then in a lot of the scarves, you'll notice this, what I call this weird mustardy gold. And that brings his prints together, or the family. There's many people now who actually, the family own Missoni, but I won't say him or her. But this colour is used a lot in their scarves, and it just brings that print together. But you could just go and, you know, take pictures of them in a shop and then think, let me have inspiration of what to wear with what. And scarves can do that for you, because scarves designers are generally also wonderful textile designers, and they're really looking at what colours work well together. Sometimes I base an outfit on the print of a scarf, and that will give me the inspiration of what to wear. So going back to this one, oopsie, kind of love it. You have to put these scarves on sometimes to look at them. But I like the thin, like if you wear a scarf around your neck, pray never wear it like this, because I feel some people they don't want to be strangled, but it just looks a bit dated. So I think it's always better to pull it tight and make it long, so you kind of have a little bit more of colour, and choose the colour that you want around your neck. You know, if I want to have it even at the ends, I'll have to choose the purple. But if I had the option to go around and choose other colours, see which colour suits you best and have it a little bit uneven. So it's better to have the right colour framing your face than have it even. So if I look round, you know, is that colour better or is the purple better? Or both, actually. Kind of love that too. Great scarf. And you'll have it for life. Scarves, when you buy scarves, they should always be something that you feel really enables you to expand your wardrobe, as opposed to you've got to make up an outfit just for that scarf. They should bring new life to old clothes, scarves. But that's just, love that scarf. Love it. We don't wear enough scarves, you know. I'm going to actually just keep it on because it makes me happy. I'm going to go over here and I'm going to do a bit of, actually I'll take it off because I'm going to show you a bit of scarf tying. Trying to put it back how I found it. Okay, so let's go to getting the right size. Okay, so we're going to start with, where are you, darling? Okay, so you always ask me about how I tie my scarves, and I've done a scarf video, but in order to tie my scarves, I need a certain width of my scarf to give you that look I do, and that's the minimum width that I will have. The length doesn't matter so much. So I get the scarf like that, and I take both ends around, and I bring it back, pull my hair out, and then I tuck those babies inside whatever I'm wearing. So you just get, and you make sure you don't have kind of that hanging out the back. You always tuck in those bits, but then it gives a beautiful layering to the scarf and a softness around your neck. And it's much better than having something which you might tend to otherwise wear like that or wear like that, which some people tend to do. It's a big difference in what it does for your face and what it does for your outfit. Okay. All right. Now let me just look at that. That's a really pretty scarf. Oh, that's beautiful. I love that scarf. I'm going to get carried away now. So this is another one. There are, you see, that's my perfect scarf, because you can do so many things buying a scarf like this. Let me show you, Chloe, in the window, in the light. So scarves like this, investment dressing, because I'm going to make you a dress, okay? So if I was making you a dress, I might do this, and just bring it round and tie it like that and make it a pareo. So that's fab just for on the beach, and then you can put a little belt with it, but beautiful colours. So that's one way to wear it, and I love the way it's just sort of nearly become a Dries Van Noten pattern dress. I think the other way you could also wear it is just as a lovely long skirt, and you could just wrap it round, you know, and literally tie it like that and make a skirt. Then you could also, I think this is going to come in my cupboard, then because you have that brilliant depth, I'm going to be able to turn it over and make a kind of V like that. This is another way I'll go back and forth to give myself some little corners. I'll take it back, bring it round, and then have more of a V down here. And the times I like a V down there, I'll tell you the times I like a V. It's if I'm ever wearing trousers which make my legs look short, I want to disguise where my crotch is, if you see what I mean. So if I have that there and it just covers my crotch a bit, it just does something to bring the eye up to the top of the leg but not show you where my crotch is, so you don't realise my legs are a bit low. Do you see what I mean? Do you see what I mean, Chloe? Do you get it? Okay. I mean, I might do that with my longer one, probably. Sorry. But that's such a pretty, I love the scarf. You know what, I've got to be very careful. And there she is. Mad Kate, does my bum look 40? I mean, why do you even say that as your thing? How are you?
I find that hope.
Good.
Looking gorgeous.
Good. I'm just doing a kind of secretly I'm in liberties. What do I want to buy?
All of it.
All of it. I mean, that's a dreadful thing. I'm out of my Zara comfort zone, and I'm into. Will I buy something expensive today? How's life? You look great.
Good.
Kate.
Thank you. I actually, do you know what? I actually feel like a cross between Noddy Holder and a 70s children's TV presenter.
Yes,
but
I can see it. But this Noddy. Where did I see this Noddy jacket? I've seen it somewhere. Essential, exactly.
Yeah.
I was thinking.
I literally feel like I've escaped from an asylum.
Yeah, but it's great. It's a good. It's you've got a lot going on, but it's fun, you know.
I
and
like
that's
it.
the thing.
It's like
with
the black and black.
Yeah.
Tone it down.
Yeah, you've gone shun.
This is 15 years old.
Is it?
Yeah.
Where was that from? 15 years ago.
There was it JS.
J.M. Williams in the King's Road. Oh,
no, that'd be cool.
No. But darling, we're both doing.
No, they're not. They're Zara. They were Zara in the winter, autumn, winter.
Yeah.
Look, aren't they?
Antwerp.
Yes.
Essentially
I never
Antwerp.
saw that one.
Yeah.
That in the outfit is incredible. They do that in a shirt dress.
I know. I tried on everything in that. So I'm taking my daughter tonight, actually.
Oh, you see you tonight?
Yeah, are you going tonight?
Yeah,
okay.
I want the halter deck dresses, the long ones.
Yes, I got orange and blue. They're divine. They're so divine.
Right.
Okay.
I'll see you later.
Have a good time. See you later. Are you bringing a child with you or coming by yourself? Okay. Sol. Okay. Now, where are we going? I think we've sort of done it. So this is going to be enough of this, you know. No, I just okay. So let's start. So nice little interlude there. I love that, Kate. She's very sweet. But I hope this gave you a little bit of inspiration that if you are considering buying a designer bag in your life, that we don't always have to look for the obvious labels. We can go on a little tour, we can see what's interesting, what is just a beautiful piece of craftsmanship where the label is the least important thing, but the design and the beauty of that bag is the most important thing. And that's it. Next time we'll be doing clothes, anything, I don't know. Off now for another shop up.